ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. The Cardinals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Murray now. Jones has it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. We're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. On the move to his left. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and
this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Trips over it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, Peterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Cards, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. A good gain of 9 before it is brought down at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and his own line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Stafford pumping this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll pitch it out to Akers. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Perkins. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford sliding out of the pocket. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. All tied up, 6-6. Our score after one. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with counter. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They had a carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2nd and 7. Here's Stanford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Stanford. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Cam Akers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have moved out in front. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They have a good relationship for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4. And the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him
quick, more than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense so far on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Conner. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Cardinals are going to have it now, 1st and goal. Is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? It looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Score now at 13. as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. On the return, Dortch. 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. He's got the connection to Moore. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
First down, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shot before the break. Stafford. Going for Jefferson downfield. And he falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Stafford. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Perkins. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So the first interception of his career in the center, and you know he's got to consider it.
It has to. I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on second down. Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. fake it. Now Stafford. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push it back 8 yards and time on second down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hasn't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Stafford. He's got him in. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Budda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, a quick pass to Kupp. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Gay's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. What would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing now is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now a toss running left, Akers. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
They'll give this to Akers running right. Oh, nice move. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gay is on for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what he actually...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A little juke. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose
That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Marcus Golden that time who came roaring in to get it.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest. And they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Come on. It's a run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, 58 yards. And the Cards are back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Stanford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they had the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Up the middle, Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 9, 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Murray to throw, rolling to his right. A fancy, oh no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both noticed it.
He's got a man, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, Parker.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third down, Stafford. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. What can Murray do now with his drive? He's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner and 2. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cards, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.